Yo, today's the day, dude. The beer is ready to go in the bottle. All right, let's get to it. Let's get that beer. Ooh, the bottles are nice and clean. Just gotta put them all in this box. So it's a little tricky, but it goes on like this. Right? Stick it on the one side, pop it around the other, right? And then you're going to go like that, snap it down. When you want it to be closed. You can see it's nice and tight. But we're not ready yet. So I was very careful to put them in the box with all the lids intact, ready to go. And I was real careful to make sure that the part that's going to be inside the bottle doesn't get contaminated with anything, right? And then I didn't touch inside the bottle. So we should be good. So now we just gotta go get the tank. Just because I don't like stuff blowing up in the basement without any warning. They say to go an inch from the top, but I'm giving it a good 2 inches, just in case. Because once we put that sugar in there, it's going to start carbonating it. And we don't need no unnecessary explosions, right? Just carefully pour it in there.
So quiet, I can't. I just know you like it's so quiet.
That one went a little higher. We're ready for the sugar. There's still a good amount in there. I think a couple more bottles. Maybe even a growler. But I had one of my growlers explode because I kept it probably 4 or 5 months. So thinking the growler was a great idea, but keeping it 4 or 5 months might have been a bad idea. It literally exploded in the basement. So as you can see, before I did this with the plastic bottles that it comes with, this doesn't fit. No bueno, right? So I'm gonna have to use regular table sugar, not the cubes. Because originally I thought the cubes, 1 teaspoon, that worked out great before. But these are about 16.9 ounces. About a teaspoon, maybe a pinch more would be necessary to carbonate it. So what we're going to try is just table sugar. We're just going to put it in there and close it up real quick. And this is why I put the beer in there first this time. Because the directions will tell you that you ought to put the sugar in first and then fill them up. I don't trust it though, because we're not using the sugar tablets or the sugar cubes. So this stuff is already dissolved. So we're going to dump it in there and see how fast we can close it up. Okay, I just kind of scooped it in there and I had time. You can see it's already bubbling up, but I had enough time to get the top closed. So excited to see how these bottles will perform, because this was a gift to upgrade my brewing process. So that's the first one. I think we got it closed in time. I got the teaspoon that I have wouldn't fit in the top of the bottle. So I'm using a quarter and being very careful. There we go. Put the top up. Flip it down. That baby's closed. You can see it's already developing some carbonation. And that's it for those ones. Like I said, there's probably a couple more bottles in here. It's feeling heavy. I gotta go grab some more bottles. Probably use the old original plastic ones. But this one's gonna go, I'm gonna close it up. Use the box that they came in to keep it nice and dark. Put it back down the basement where it's 60 to 70 degrees. Cover it with a blanket so it's super dark. And like I said before, they say it's so dark that Darth Vader himself would be intimidated. So that's what we're going to do. Yo, like I said, I got some extra here. It feels kind of heavy. I already put the bottles away in a nice dark place. But we're going to use this next. So I dumped a little bit of this no rinse cleanser in there. And just going to add some filtered water here and mix it up. Let's shake it up. Get it nice and sanitized. You don't want any germies in your beer. All right. Dump it out. They say not to dry it, but I'm going to let it drip real good. I don't need any additives in my beer. All right. We did wasted a couple drops, spilled a little bit, but there's still like a bottle in there. A bottle's worth. Filled this up. I measured this previously to be about 1750 milliliters maybe. I didn't fill it all the way. So we're going to call it 1500. And then by the directions, I think I'm going to put about 4 sugar cubes right in there. But before I do that, you may remember this. Don't be confused by the label, but it is gold because I've been collecting shots here and there, drips from all different bottles. So we're going to put a little bit of that in there. Amp it up a little. I don't know if I want to put it all. Maybe just
I can be a Barbie if you want me to. Paula,
yeah, I mean,
Paula.
let's not get crazy.
I can be a Barbie if you want me to.
I want a good taste. I don't want to ruin it though. We'll get 4 sugar cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know what you're going to say, but I did wash my hands real super clean. Flip this down. We're going to find out. Number one, we're going to find out if this holds as good a seal as a glass growler. Number two, it's definitely not going to explode, right? Unless this plastic's not as strong. I don't know. We'll find out. But we're going to see if it holds a good enough seal too. Because if it doesn't, our beer is not going to be carbonated when we go drink it. So this will be a nice around the table job. I like to turn it upside down at least once. And then not much of a need to put this in a dark place, but we're going to put it down there same temperature as the other stuff and just let it sit. And we're talking at least 2 weeks, right? At least. longer is better. And then put one in the fridge, try it out. Woohoo! Yo, yo! All bottled up, all growlered up. Yo, so made this mistake in the past, and I just want to let you know. I cannot emphasize enough. Put some hot water in this baby. Put some more of this stuff in there, the no rinse cleanser, and sanitize it. If you wait, it's going to stink. It's going to get into the pores of the plastic, and it's going to ruin your tank. Okay? So don't do that. Don't do that. Don't wait. Don't wait. Just dump some in there into your hot water. It's not going to need a ton of it, right? Because this is no rinse. We don't want a lot of residue. Just put the lid on. It's easy to do stuff, right? Just put this on. Look, I can even do it with one hand. Right? Sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. That's what they say, right? I know some of you Meister brewers are going to be saying, hey, you touched it with your hands, the sugar. Okay, I'm sorry. At any rate, let all that drain all out. There it is, right? The box with the 12, 16 ounces in there. And then the growler. Little paper towels and the ragu to protect the rest of the shelf. I don't think anything's going to explode, but we're good to go. Good to go! Yo, so I think it's good. I think it's going to come out really good. We're going to have to wait at least 2 weeks. But meanwhile, I got one of the ones I made a while back. Let's try that out. This is the original bottle that comes with it, right? With the kit. You get 12 of these. It doesn't look like it, right? But I believe these are like 22 ounces. These are bigger than the 16 ounces, I'm pretty sure. So let's try this, right? Put you down right here. Let's get the special glass. Right? You remember this one, right? It's got the double liner. Let's see what's going to happen here. Ooh, I don't know if you heard that. It was nice. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we can get a good pour. Not gonna lie, I'm a little excited. Had it before, but this batch is the first one that I tried to put leftover whiskey drips in. A little bit of a head. Oof. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that with all the frost on the glass. Yikes. Ah, man. Almost feel guilty drinking it without any company. Almost. Yo, till next time, have a good one.